Hallo Leute, willkommen zu einer neuen Folge von Doki Doki mit der womöglich letzten von der Serie-Route. Ich habe ganz schlechtes Gefühl und ich würde sagen, wir gehen einfach direkt rein. Oh Gott, es geht so schief aus. Ich habe solche Sorgen. Das wird so wehtun. I'm walking by the sound of knocking on my bedroom door. I roll my eyes. Sarah had better come to apologize because I'm no mood at all to otherwise talk to her. Go away. Not a very nice way to talk to your mother, don't you think? Mom? Good morning to you too. I hastily push the covers off and make my way to Entschuldigt. Oh jeez. With all of the hard work going on with Siri, Mom's return had been completely driven from my mind. Sorry, Mom, I didn't mean that. We share a shock, and I'd be lying if I said it didn't make me feel at least a little better. I thought you were someone else. Someone else? What do you mean? Nothing. She doesn't look convinced. I'll be fine, don't worry. I sniffed the air. The familiar yet long-lost smell of my mom's cooking hits me. Are you making breakfast? Yep, I made your favorite. We got a lot to catch up on, so what better way to do it than over some food? I force a smile. I like the way you think. After a few mouthfuls of mom's cooking, I'm feeling a little bit better. But I haven't been able to get serious words off my head. Thought you cat. Cat? How could she have the nerve to say that? Should I really have gone for the therapy? Maybe. Maybe it is me who was in the wrong. No. Don't think like that, Kazuma. Say it was out of order. You had a fight with Zowie. She doesn't phrase it like a question. It's crazy how easily Mom can see through me. No, we didn't. I know I haven't been around much over the past few months. But no matter where I am, I always be your mother, Kazuma, and I know you. What happened? I'm tempted to keep this to myself. Is that really worth getting someone else involved in this? What if she takes Zoe's side? But then that'll teach you to swallow your pride then, won't it? Shut up. Hey, you're the one arguing for your own consciousness. Oh boy. Bottling things up never ends well, sweetheart. Problem gets worse and worse if you don't let anyone in. Sharing a problem can be very helpful, even when all the other person can do is just listen. Mom's words make me think, isn't this how I spoke to Zoe back in November, when I tried to get her to open up to me? It was frustrating being kept in the dark. Yeah, we had a fight. About what? As I opened my mouth to continue, I immediately realized that I can't give her any more information without disclosing that serious depression. Mom was looking at me with a gentle look in her eyes. I guess I can tell her about Yui. Sarah just felt jealous of the fact that I was spending time with another girl. One of the girls from the literature club? Yeah, I think I told you about how we went shopping together, right? Yes, I did. Her name was... No, it wasn't Monica. Yui? Anyway, so she's been feeling lonely, so I agreed to hang out with her, which made Sarah feel really jealous. I tried reassuring her that you and I are just friends, but she doesn't see it like that. Mom leans back, a thoughtful look on her face. She's probably heard this sort of stuff 1,000 times before. And what the fight was about? Yeah. I can tell that she suspects there's more going on. Is there anything else? I thought you had. Stand up and look for my coat. Oh, are you going somewhere? I think some fresh air would do me good. Oh. Okay, yeah, that's a good idea. You'll feel better when you come back. And here I am, back at the very part of this park where Sarah and I first met, all of those years ago. I run my hands through my hair, trying to get her words out of my head. Do I care for her? Of course I do. But I was scared. Ever since we started dating, I always had that fear in the back of my mind, that fear that I was getting into something that was beyond me. And as I began to see how pervasive her condition was, yes, it was scary. It was only then that I began to see the true nature of depression. But to say that I didn't care was over the top. Yes, it was. But from what I can gather, depression twists the way you see things, right? Change your perspective on anything. So it's not exactly her fault. Hey, you can't just let her off the glass easy. Why are you so defensive? Is it because you harbor a guilty conscience? Guilty conscience. Yes, you know, you could have done more for her. Why didn't you go to therapy with her? Especially after she made it so obvious how difficult it was. Well, I thought she'd be fine by herself. I didn't think she needed me. It was because you were scared of what you find. You thought you could just send her there and expect everything to get better. I didn't want to face the possibility that the only thing you saw as a fix might not work. She didn't have to say that I didn't care though. You're really hung up on that, aren't you? Yeah, she said some stupid stuff, but so did you. What was the last thing I said to her? That she wasn't that lovely girl you grew up knowing. Not the best thing to say to someone suffering from depression, is it? Threw everything I ever did for me back in my face. I was pissed off. Is that so wrong? I briefly checked my phone. It's a text from Yuri. Phone goes right back into my pocket. I am no mood to read or reply to a message. I can argue with my conscience all I want, but nothing will staunch the rising feeling of guilt. No one serious giving up on therapy. I was last hope. She thought I could make a difference. I look around the park, wishing that things could be as easy as they were on the day we first met. I guess I didn't realize how much I was expected to support her. But I guess that's what the arguments are for, right? You learn from them. She still wants to be with you. She will. Couples argue all the time, and so isn't it time to be a bear grudge? Might be wise to give her a day today to cool off, though. I mean, that worked the last time we had an argument. I just hope we can put this behind us. Okay. Also, lassen wir den Tag ausfallen und vielleicht ist jetzt Schule und wir gehen in die Schule und dann bekommen wir sie besuchen, ich weiß nicht. Meine Stimme lässt mich immer mehr hinter. After refreshing and chatting into my school clothes, I head downstairs to grab breakfast. Unsurprisingly, Mom is already up, typing on her laptop. She looks up as I enter. Morning, customer. Slept well? About as well as I could, yeah. There's a silence as I chew my food. Things will be fine, just between you two. I know it. Another long machinally, not really paying attention. There's only one person I want to talk to today. Once I'm eating, and stand up and head for the door. See you later, Kazuma. I gave her a small nod as I leave. I should probably be more receptive to her efforts, but I can't really bring myself to it at the moment. Zoe isn't here. If I'm being honest, I expected it. I dig out my phone and decide to call instead of texting. No answer. I pace around impatiently, tapping my foot. A few minutes pass, and Sarah's still nowhere to be seen. I'm very tempted to skip school, but given Mom is home for the time being, that's definitely not a good idea. Reluctantly, I make the way to school alone, desperately trying to ignore the feeling that I've really caused some irreversible damage. After what feels like an age, my final lesson is over. Eagerly, I rush out of the classroom. Kazuma? Oh, damn it, it was that close to being free. Luckily, I turn around. Hi, Monica. Everything alright? You didn't join us for lunch. It's fine, I just had to talk to Sakurai about something. Ah, okay. And yeah, I gotta get going, so... You're not coming to the club? No, she narrows her eyes. Going to see Sayori, huh? What, how did you? We're not idiots, Kazuma. We can tell something is going on between you two. She's been missing days off school. You barely spoke to us at lunch, and you're looking miserable. It's nothing. I try to push past her, but she stands in front of me, holding firm. It's nothing tough, is it? It's not like you to be so secretive. What is it to you? You're a club member, Kazuma. Your well-being is a concern of mine. Monica, that's nice and all, but I really don't have time for this right now. I gotta go. Hell flashes through her eyes, but I don't care. Like hell am I waiting any longer to talk to Sayori. Sayori? Oh, sie lebt noch, Gott sei Dank. She looks up. I'm definitely not detecting any warmth in her eyes. What are you doing here? I just wanted to apologize. So it doesn't say anything. Look, I was really stupid. I said some really dumb stuff that I definitely didn't mean. She looks away. The atmosphere in the room thickens on tenfold. I was terrified that this would be how my apology would be received. And you were right. I really don't know what it's like to have depression, and it was naive of me to think that therapy would just magically fix everything. I look at the floor, almost expecting it to magically give me the courage to continue. I just hated being told that I didn't care. I always felt like this whole situation was really overwhelming as it is. And I was trying my best, so... Anyway, it's not really an excuse. I shouldn't have said that you weren't where I thought you were. I'm sorry. I really am. Silence carries on for a few more moments, which each passing second it grows more and more uncomfortable. You don't have to apologize. No, sorry, I do. I was just really angry and... You don't have to apologize because you were right. I'm not that happy sweet girl you grew up loving at all. I guess I just fooled you in thinking that I was. I really tried to get better, but it's okay. This experience has taught me something. This is how things will always be. Maud sings. She can't be saying this. No, ZOWIE. That's not true. I know it. Things can change. Can they change, Kazuma? You're the only person who ever made me believe that. When you held me in your arms and told me that things would be okay, that was when I believed it. Only for a second. I know that getting hopes it would be a stupid idea. I should have listened to my head. But my heart convinced me to listen to you. I desperately reached out to grab her hands. You can still do this though. Couple argue all the time, Zoe. It's how we learn. She tenderly rubs my hands before slowly slipping her hands free. I don't think we should be together anymore, Kazuma. Oh. You don't mean that. I do. There are tears in her eyes, but she holds firm. I can't carry on like this. And I don't want to be a burden on you any longer. It's hard enough when I'm alone, but when I'm with you, there's so much more added responsibility and stress. What are you saying, Siri? Please don't break up with me. We can get through this. I know we can. We can, Kazuma. I don't want to try anymore. Ask yourself, have you been happy with me? And please, be honest. Because I haven't been happy myself. I open my mouth immediately to say that I have, but pause to stop. We had a happy moments together, sure, but the past weeks have been anything but. Snapping at Amy and Monica, refusing to talk to Mom. You don't have to say anything. I can see it in your face. Depression isn't going to just leave me alone if we stay together. And neither of us know how to handle it. Neither of us have been happy, and it would just be unfair to both of us. Before I can even think of some kind of weak defense, she passes on. And I'll be honest. What you said on Valentine's Day, it really, really hurt Kazuma. I'm so sad that I wasn't really as happy as I believed I was. And the way you mocked me for giving up, I was doing my best, I really was. It's only now that I'm starting to really realize just how badly I fucked up. The horrible reality is becoming mercilessly clear. I want to scream at myself for being such an idiot, but the damage has already been done. There's only one last thing to say, a final last-ditch ace in my sleeve. I love you, ZOWIE. My tears have started to flow in full force. I feel my seconds, my cheeks are attached, and my vision blurry. ZOWIE whispers as she replies. Do you really, Kazuma? Yes. Do you love me? I don't know. I want to say yes, and I think a part of me does. She pauses to sniffle. I always imagined that hearing you say you love me would have made me so happy. I dreamed that we'd say to each other on the light of the moon or something. Or what? She makes a sound that's a cross between a laugh and a sob. Maybe in another life, if things were different. A grateful smile forms on my face. So this is how it really ends. The TV nod is my reply. There's so much more that I want to say. I want to kiss her one last time. Or hug her one last time. Or even interlock her fingers with mine. More than anything, I want to hold her close to me. Run my fingers through her hair and tell her that everything will be alright. As much as it hurts to accept, no, I'll never get that chance again. And it's all my fault. We don't have to do this, ZOWIE. Please. She walks towards me until our faces are inches apart. At this distance, I can see every teardrop clinging to her eyelashes. My eyes are begging her not to do this. Placing her hands on my shoulders, she looks right into my eyes, dropping her voice to a whisper. You and I both know what to do, but know that I do, Kazuma. She releases me and gently nudges me towards the door. Every inch of me screaming at me not to comply. But she really leaves me no choice. As I shut the door, painfully aware of how things will never be the same between ZOWIE and I weighed myself when I managed to break just not one, but two hearts just now. Oh Gott. Also, ich weiß nicht, ob man es gesehen hat, aber die Tränen sind mir definitiv hochgekommen, weshalb wahrscheinlich die Performance von mir gerade etwas mehr, besser war wie sonst. Oh Gott. Days passed by. The week passed by agonizingly slow. I haven't seen Zoe since we broke up. She hasn't been in school either. The other girls have asked me about her, especially Monica, but I've brushed them off. Right now, I couldn't care less about them if I tried. The words keep resonating in my head. This is how things will always be. Maybe in another life, if things were different. Every time I remember the look of pain on her face as she spoke those words, I feel my heart break over and over again. The door opens and Mom comes in, wearing a sad, sympathetic look on her face. I didn't even need to tell her that ZOWIE and I had broken up. She could tell straight away when I came back home. I made tempura for you. It's your favorite. I'm not hungry. He gently ruffles my hair and forms away one of my tears. I know it's hard, Kazuma. Breakups are never easy. Still means the world to you, and I know you still love her. And that's why it hurts so much, but unfortunately, breakups are just part of life. Might not be able to see it right now, but you'll feel better eventually. I'm not alone mechanically. I know. Kazuma, look, I know there's something else going on that you haven't told me. You can tell me, no matter what, okay? I'm your mother. Zoe has depression. There's silence for a moment. She told me back in November, and I basically forced her to go to therapy never once with her and made her feel jealous over Yuri. My words came out in a rush. It was hard to stop once I started confessing. Zoe's depressed? Yeah. Oh my god, I had absolutely no idea. Poor girl. I never would have expected it. Zoe of all people. Just goes to show how good she was at hiding it. Why didn't you tell? I don't know why. I guess I didn't realize how serious it was, so I didn't think you would need to know. How stupid I was. My voice breaks and tears return. Oh, Kazuma. He used to remind me of how stupid I was. Believe me, I know. I remind myself every day. I'm not going to do that, don't worry. I don't even know if Zoe wants to be friends anymore. I think that's the worst part. Losing her as a girlfriend is bad enough, but losing her as a friend? Losing her entirely. Do people remain friends after a breakup? I look over to Mom desperately. Some do, and some don't. There's not really an objective answer to that, I'm afraid. I just wish I could talk to her. Not being able to see her is killing me. Well, perhaps I could talk to her if you'd like. After all, I've known her since she was a child. She's almost like a daughter to me. I sit up as hope blossoms in my chest. It would be wrong of me to try and change her mind, though. I slump back, the newfangled hope dashed. But I can see what she says about staying friends with you. We've had a few days apart, so she had some time to think about it over. It's something, I guess. Okay. Should be awake, it's past noon. Mom nods and makes for the door. I wish it was me going to see her, but I didn't think it would be a good idea to see her so soon. As difficult as it is, I probably should let her come to me. After all, I cause enough damage as it is. I try to keep myself occupied while I wait for Mom to get back, but nothing's doing the trick. My mind wanders over to the current situation of at Zoe's house. Would she even talk to Mom? I guess it's a weird situation to be in. Zoe hasn't seen my mom in a while. Their race got really along well, plus what with Zoe's own parents being away, she might appreciate having a mother figure to talk to. So in the worst case scenario, I suppose Zoe would just politely ask Mom to go away. The sound of a loud blaring siren jolts me out of my thoughts. I hear Mom opening the front door and making her way up to my room. I open my mouth to ask how it went, but slowly I can't help that something is horribly wrong. Oh, nine. Oh, nine. There are tears in her eyes and she's looking distraught. Oh, fuck. Mom? Oh, Jesus. Jetzt kommen mir die Tränen. Fuck. Oh. She looks at me, but I can't even formulate any words. Lips tremble, fresh tears cascade down her cheeks. A terrible feeling of dread is quickly rising. Mom, you're scaring me. What's wrong? What's wrong? It's Zoe, isn't it? My heart starts beating incredibly fast. Wordlessly, she nods. She... Oh god, please don't say what I think you're about to say. She's shaking and takes deep breaths to calm herself down. I don't know how to say this. Just say it. I desperately look in her eyes, trying to find a ounce of reassurance. I find none. Oh, Jesus, mir kommen die Tränen ohne Ende. Ah. Zoe is gone, Kazuma. Gone where? I know exactly what she means, but I refuse to believe it. Mom doesn't reply. I don't believe you. I move towards the door with ferocious speed. I have to see this for myself. She hung herself. And with that, I stopped dead in my tracks. No, she didn't. You're lying. I'm not. I wish I could say that I was. No! Zoe wouldn't do this. She wouldn't. But even as I protest, Zoe's words are swirling around my head, coming back to haunt me. This is how it's always going to be. You were my last hope. It's a little too late for that. The more I try to protest, the more her final words burrow themselves into my mind. Get out of my head. Oh, nine. Dimly I'm aware of Mom talking. Something about how the ambulance are there, but her voice feels like millions of miles away. I desperately searched Mom's face once again, this time trying to find something, anything that indicate that this isn't happening. All I find is the grim confirmation. The sounds of Zowie is much louder now. Flashes of blue are visible through the window. There's absolutely no way this can be real. It can't be happening. Ignoring Mom's protest, I push past her and head for the street. Ambulances. Grim-faced paramedics. All I can do is stand there, numb to the wetness and coldness of the unrelenting rain. Each drop feels like a cool reminder that what I'm witnessing is very, very real. No. There's no way. There's no way. Could this really be happening? Suddenly I can feel this beat start to ebb away. I can't start watching this any longer. Turning to run, my legs start moving off their own accord. Where I'm going, I have no idea. All I know is that I have to get away from here, away from the condemning side of the ambulance and the cool sounds of the sirens. Es kommt noch ein Tag? Okay. Das wundert mich, weil nach dem Tod von Yuri und von Natsuki ist es direkt bei den nächsten Szenen fertig gewesen. Was soll jetzt noch kommen? Jetzt sind wir nicht schon emotional komplett gefickt. Oh Gott. Ich weiß nicht, was schlimmer ist, dass Miss Yuri Dings nicht in ihren letzten Moment, also konnten selbst uns entdecken. Oder also Dings sozusagen ihre letzten Momente können erleben. Oder dass unsere Mutter eben halt es gesehen hat und wir nichts gesehen haben. Nee. Oh, Jesus. A while has passed since my mom discovered Zoe's corpse. Days, weeks, months, years, I couldn't even say. Each day has effortlessly melted into the next. The world around me continues onwards, but not me. It's not like I care either. Everything I've been doing feels mechanical as my body were on autopilot. I keep expecting to receive a text from Zoe or to hear her voice. Initially I can't believe that she wasn't dead. That somehow for some sick reason my mom was playing some sort of cool practical joke. Even though I knew full well that she wouldn't do that. But there's only so much I can do. I could run from the truth. That brutal, apathetic truth that cared little for anyone who was ever lucky enough to know Sayori. It was only after I went to her funeral that I started to realize that I would never see her again. There wouldn't be any cuddling on the sofa. There wouldn't be any walking to school any together. I'd never again read one of her poems or hear about her day. Or how her day was. The warmth I feel when she was in my arms. Gone. And the reality is painful beyond all comprehension. Whenever I close my eyes, I can picture her in my head. That sky blue shirt she wore on the day we first shared a kiss. And sometimes I really feel like torturing myself. I recall her voice sounds as well. People came up to me at the funeral. They told me how sorry they were and gave me the condolences. The words meant nothing to me. I was willing to bet that all of them had no idea what demons I was struggling with. I didn't even try to stop my tears. All I could do was rest my hand on the gravestone that Siri lay down under. A really part of me wishing that I could join her under the dirt. Because at least that would stop the relenting numbness and pain. There's no running from it. Sleep is impossible. Whenever I'm in the covers, no matter how warm, I feel so cold, longing for her embrace. Every time I pass a glance we visit together, such as the shop or the park, I feel her. Wherever I look, memory. I take a deep breath, slowly letting the air out from my nose. Oh, 9. I'm sitting on my bed. In my hands lies the Christmas present Siri got for me. The glass frame photograph of us as kids. A harkening back to happier times, blissful memories that feel like they happened in an eternity ago. With a trembling finger, I gently trace Siri's face. It's a vain attempt, and I know, but I'm trying to tell myself that somehow by doing this, I might be able to physically feel her again. Even though I know I'm being stupid, I still can't help but feel disappointment and anguish feel through my body, as the only feeling I get is my finger against glass. At least seeing her huge grin on her face brings a smile to my face. It's a tiny smile, and it feels like a tiny, pathetic flame in the midst of a raging thunderstorm. But at least it's there. I recall as her face lit up as I handed her the Christmas present I got for her. Happy thoughts. Was I one of your happy thoughts, Sayori? Or was I just part of the darkness that threatened to engulf the lights? A question that I'll never have an answer to. All because I wasn't there for her. Wave of bitterness was within me. Mom told me not to focus on the past. You can drive yourself insane by thinking about the choices you didn't make. But how can I not delve into the past? So it could still be here, but was just a little more attentive and less dense. I gripped the edges of the glass a little tighter, completely disregarding the pain in the palms of my hand. Why did she do it, Sayori? Why did you do this to me? To us, to everyone? I know things look bleak, but you didn't have to give up like that. I know I fucked up. I know. Believe me, I do. That haunting sense of guilt, regret will be me until I die. Until the day I see you again. But I hardly knew what I was doing the whole time. And now everyone has to live through this decision for the rest of their lives. You wanted everyone to be happy, didn't you? Well, look at us now. Is this what you wanted? Oh, good. I looked at the photograph, shocked to see that edges are stained red. Suddenly I'm aware of the distant pain in my hands. Without realizing, I pushed the corners into my palm of my hand so hard they drawn blood. Jesus. After a few teardrops have also landed on the photograph, through cruel twist of fate, I noticed they landed in their serious faces, giving the impression that she is also crying. Instead of cleaning the photograph, I just put it down next to me, running my hands through my face, carrying a little for sting coming from the wounds in my hands. I miss you. I miss you so much. But I wouldn't give to be able to hold you in my arms again. To tell you how sorry I was. Tell you things could and would get better. The doorbell rings, but I ignore it. Oh, for fuck's sake. You think to get the hint. Doorbell rings again, I angrily swing my legs out of bed. That better be worth it. As I swing to open, the worried face of the Ubinesque Monica film. Oh, 9. Oh, 9. Oh, fuck, Alter. They all look alarmed when they see me, most likely due to blood smeared over my face. I am no in the mood to talk, so I just stand there, waiting for one of them to say something. Are you alright, Kazuma? She motions towards my face. I'm fine. But your face? Fuck, ich kann nicht mehr die Stimme machen. I raise my hands briefly. The concerned girl's face doesn't abate. It's just a little cut. You should get that looked at. I could help you with that if... What do you want? Oh mein Gott, meine Stimme. Alter, das heul ich gerade wie etwas und meine Stimme ist sowieso schon angeschlagen. Also ist gerade ein bisschen anstrengend. We were worried about you. You barely said a word at the funeral, so... Was I expected to say a lot? She's taken about it by his surly tone. No, of course not. We miss her too, you know. Very much so. Monica nodded sadly. She was the first member to join the club. God, it feels like such a long time ago. Really brought so much happiness to the... Stop it. I don't want to hear it. Come on, Kazuma. She wouldn't want to see you like this. What the fuck would she know about what Zero would want? All you ever did was make fun of her. I know you're upset, Kazuma, but please be responsible. What she said was a little uncalled for. That's didn't mean any harm. You know that she was depressed. The comment catches me by surprise. Well, I heavily suspected it, at least. What are you talking about? People don't just commit suicide without a pre-existing mental health condition. When I look back on it, I suppose I should have seen it. But none of you thought to try and help her with it? The girls all look at each other, a little uncomfortable. Well, we kind of thought... What? Well, she was your girlfriend, so... Why does everyone think that the depression was my fucking responsibility or something? Because as soon as you agree to the data, it becomes your responsibility, you idiot. I do my best to ignore my conscience once again, trying to torment me. No way saying it was solely your responsibility, Kazuma. You just didn't think it was a place to say anything, given how personal and serious the nostalgia was. You could have at least tried to be there a little bit more for her. You know, like, I don't know, remind her of how much she meant to you? How much you felt having her around? He shrinks back against my curiosity of my voice. In a twisted sense, seeing the hurt on her face makes me feel a tiny bit better. It's funny because she was really jealous of you know that? She now liked the time I would spend around you. All you had to do was fucking talk to her, help her see that she had nothing to worry about. I remember Zoe mentioned how she suspected you also like me. The thought of that contributing how she felt makes me see red. Thanks for fucking up a relationship you. Look for it, Cardos. All because you clung to the one person of the opposite sex whoever gave you more than a second of the time. Kazuma. You can't use this as an excuse to be such an asshole, right? Being nice isn't going to get you anywhere. Please just let that anger go. Oh, you don't use that as well, Miss Perfect. I don't need you of all people to tell me how to act when my best friend has just died. You know what? All of you can just fuck off. I don't want to see any of you ever again. Oh Gott. Alter. Joining the Literature Club was the biggest mistake of my life. God just enter. There's a variety of emotions on their face. Customer, just go. With one final look of sympathy and some anger, the girls take the cue to leave. Oh, fuck. Let's get Monica to try to console you, who by this point is sobbing. I'm left standing in the doorways, feeling the fresh blood trickle down my hands. Clenching them into a fist did not help. As tears leak down my face and blood drops down my wrist, I look up to the sky. Bleak. Desolate. Sound of rain. Echo. 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 Inside my head. Oh my god. Ja, ja. Das war's mit der Serie-Route. Also, ich habe mir schon gedacht, dass die Route mich am meisten mitbekommt, aber wow, ich habe die letzten 10 Minuten, glaube ich, nur noch geheult, ne? Ich konnte mich kurz beruhigen, wo wir rübergegangen sind zu dem letzten Tag, aber boah. Wow. Wow. Fucking hell. Also ich kann ruhig fluchen, weil der Charakter das ja selbst schon gemacht hat. Alter, was zum... Oh mein Gott. Also ich konnte mir schon vorstellen, dass das schlechte Ende natürlich darin resultiert wird, dass die eine Seite stirbt und das halt mit dem Aufhänger halt zu tun hat und alles so, weil es so im Originalspiel auch ist. Aber aua, einfach nur aua, wie alles gemacht wurde von den Entwicklern. Boah. Also nicht im schlechten Sinne jetzt gemeint. Wirklich gut gemacht von den Entwicklern, also... Ich weiß nicht, ob es daran liegt, dass vielleicht Zowie mein Favorit ist, aber ich hatte so eine Verbindung mit den zwei, bei deren Beziehung. Und jetzt alles zu lesen, habe ich... Oh mein Gott, Alter. Und jetzt das letzte Gespräch gerade mit dem Club. Oh Gott, das war brutal. Also, ganz ehrlich. Netsuki seine Route Platz 3, Yuri 2 und bei weitem mit ganz hohem Abstand. Ja, also viel Abstand. Ist Serie auf Platz 1. Wow. Also ich weiß, bei Netsuki war ich so, oh nein, also war ich wirklich so ein bisschen mehr, also okay, traurig und alles so, aber ist noch gegangen. Bei Yuri sind wir auch schon ein bisschen in die Tränen gekommen. Aber hier, ich war ja so 10 Minuten gerade am Heulen. Alter. Aber wir sind noch nicht fertig mit dem Spiel. Ja, weil ihr am Titel gelesen habt, seht ihr, dass da noch kein Ende steht. Denn wir haben noch Extras. Denn Monika hat aber noch etwas von Content, nämlich we know that people are disappointed by the exclusion of Monica. So here the Monica scenes that unfortunately couldn't make it in the completed mod. Ja, es gibt noch etwas für Monika. Das heißt, Monika wird auch noch ein bisschen im Rampenlicht stehen. Aber das machen wir dann in den nächsten Folgen. Was, ich weiß nicht, wie viele Folgen aufnehmen, was ich auf YouTube gesehen habe, werden wir wahrscheinlich so 3 bis 5 Parts oder so brauchen. Und dann werden wir diesem wunderschönen Projekt leider ein Ende müssen setzen. Das mal ist das Hero, bitte. Fuck my life, Alter. Oh mein Gott. Wisst ihr, was das Beste ist? Ich muss das hier noch einmal erleben, ne? Ich muss das noch einmal editieren für euch, ne? Dann werde ich noch einmal heulen gehen. Oh mein Gott. Oh mein Gott. Ah, okay. Also das Originalspiel ist schon in meinem Herzen geblieben, aber ich glaube, die Mod hat sich wirklich fest in mein Herz eingraviert. Also das wird einen Impact lassen und ja. Ich danke mich einfach an alle, für die an diesem Projekt teilgenommen haben. Und ja. Wir haben noch die Gallery hier, sehe ich gerade. Haben wir da? Oh, da sind aber ein paar Sachen. Ja, 18 plus, ja, okay. Das sind Sachen, die wir noch nicht erlebt haben. Next. Okay. Es ist eine Szene, wo wir nicht haben. Okay. Ah, vielleicht ist Theorie seine 18 plus Szene. Warte, kurzer Cut einfach, um das zu haben dann. So, ich bin zurückgegangen und habe mir Dings Sachen geschaut. Also es ist halt wirklich einfach nur die 18 plus Szene mit Theorie. Aber sonst, wir haben wirklich alles. Wir haben jede einzelne Szene hier. Also ein Beweis dafür, dass wir wirklich alles haben. Und ja, nächste Folge machen wir sozusagen wirklich noch die Extras eben halt, was halt Monikas Route ist. Und ich bin sehr gespannt, was da eben kommt. Und ja, ich bin sehr glücklich mit diesem Spiel. Und auch ein bisschen traurig. Also mit diesem verdammten Ending, weil, Alter, das hat wehgetan. Und was uns noch so erwartet. So die letzten Folgen. Und dass es so zu Ende geht. Aber okay. Wie gesagt, also wenn man mein Fazit will hören, der muss natürlich jetzt noch die extra Parts abwarten. Habt ihr Pech, ne? Aber ja, danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, dass es euch gefallen. Ich weiß nicht, vielleicht habt ihr mitgeheult. Kann ich verstehen. Aua. Und ja, danke fürs Zuschauen. Und uns begleiten durch das Base Game, also das Main Game jetzt. Und noch vielen Dank an die, wo halt wirklich die ganze Reise mitgemacht haben. Wir sind, glaube ich, bei fast 100 Folgen oder so. Also ich habe alleine heute schon wieder 11 Folgen aufgenommen. Und warte, ich hatte gestern bis auf 86 oder 85 geschafft. Das heißt, wir sind bei 96, 97 Folgen jetzt. Wir kommen auf die 100 wahrscheinlich mit der Monika-Route. Ach du Heilige. Aber ja, danke fürs Zuschauen. Bis bei dem nächsten Video. Tschüss.